Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play at home. This afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bobcats will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll go out of bounds at the 43-yard line, but a terrific return sets up the offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on! And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
He's going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Marshall will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And then what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And sometimes you go, man, what a play by that guy. He carried people, or he broke tackles, or his speed. And that time I'm like, Palmer, where is the defense?
I think it's too many guys being selfish, David. I think it's guys getting out of their gap. Everyone
turning on the Jets. Got enough space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To throw, it's Turner. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Allen.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He might want another play. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Running into the open space. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And the Bobcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Quarterback may change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. They'll go back to the ground. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Allen. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Working that left side. Smashes through the tackle. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Using his legs, it's Burgess. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Motion from the back. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 45. On the move at the 30. Oh, a lot of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. SMU notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Dallas is worth its weight in gold to the Mustangs. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Turner. Fires downfield. He makes the catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got it.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He wants to throw it again. Going to take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with it 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
29 Philly.
Jackson will throw. Zings it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Martin. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just... in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gonna run it. It's Allen. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can...
Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Turner. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas State.
On the set. 42 spot 5.
Wide open spaces. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Gets it to the back, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It leads to 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flats. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defense defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
The pass on 3rd down to the receiver is incomplete.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Tight end now in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock it down deep in his own end. A long way to go for this offense. Might be changing the route. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw, it's Turner. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes! Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing in.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket, and when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the run, still looking. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Reddick. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Jackson gonna throw it. Dumps it to the back. The sure hands, it's Burgess. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again.
Ready? Here we go. Ready?
Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The sweet feet buy a little time. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
So now it's second and long.
Jackrabbit.
Snap it to the back. Shakes off the defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. To the air, it's Yarnell. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Marshal back at it with another 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. He got a hand on it, deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
All right, let's get it. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Turner. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. Smashes ahead. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Burgess. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Turner. Pulls it in, it's Payne. It's a seam wide open. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's caught. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Marshall!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Sparks. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Here on third down. Pulls and fired complete. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Yarnell. Sets up the screen. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. A run for the quarterback. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play.
Texas State, 28. Marshall, 14.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Let's go.
Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Yarnell. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. Got a 1st down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Marshal quick to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody.
Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Toss to the outside. He's loose. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Now facing a third and long. Scanning the field, it's Yarnell. Throws to the wideout. He's got it.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Lions. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They tack that last score on just for good measure as they are getting oh so close to putting this one away. The kickoff is coming. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Turner. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's picked off for the fourth time today.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Slithers into space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.